Yeah. So yeah, maybe like let me introduce you.
Yeah.
So yeah, today we have Priyanka Gautam with us. So she was an active user in Gate Overflow many years back, preparing for Gate, and now she is doing her PhD at Kanha State University. So yeah, so today we will be having like a more like a casual chat, and you can uh, hear her experience and how was the like the journey from the gate preparation days to like PhD time in the United States.
Yeah,
So
sure.
yeah, hi Priyanka. So let me start with the gate time then. Like, so which year you were like you started preparing for gate?
Okay. First of all, thank you, Dr. Arjun. It was nice meeting you over the Gate Overflow website as well. And I still remember my days when I was preparing back in 2017 or 16. And then I was quite lost. Like, there is a lot of syllabus to cover, lot of subjects to cover, and like lot of doubts when I'm solving the problem. So gate overflow was like kind of a miracle for me, where I have a doubt and then I go and just post them, and then somewhere other people or like you sometimes reply directly back to me. So like the gap was instantly filled, and I know the answer, and like I can move forward to the next problem. So to start with your question, so I started preparing from gate from my fourth year of my btech, and first attempt I give was in 2016, and then the second attempt was 2017. So my first attempt was mostly about covering the syllabus, covering the subjects, know about what is GATE about, and how many subjects are there or what is the pattern of the exam. So even though I was well prepared, but when I went to the exam, I think I was lost. I was, I knew something I did, but I don't know. So somehow I cleared the cutoff and I was qualified, but my score was quite low. So after that, I started doing the job. But then last 4 months, again, I left my job and started preparing. And then I have all the syllabus with me, subjects like all my notes. So I was totally closely preparing with the notes. And I think I attended few subjects from the few other websites as well, and like some gate forum materials, which was one few YouTube videos. So mostly that. And like 2017, I finally qualified and then apply for different universities and then get into finally IIT Gandhinagar as an MTech computer science engineering.
Okay, okay. So I think you would be like one of the earlier batches of IIT Gandhinagar, right?
Yes, I think
So
we are the first, I am the first batch of MTech computer science in IIT Gandhinagar.
okay, so like, did IIT Gandhinagar meet your expectations? So, like in general, how was your experience there?
Oh, so I think it was first time of me. So I visited IIT Gandhinagar before, and IIT Kanpur before, and IIT Madras, and then uh, IIT Patna as well. So my bachelor was from Kanpur, so I visited IIT Kanpur, but I was not always into a formal setting of what's the atmosphere, uh, how the professors interaction, student interaction. That I have not experienced. So I visited first time for my interview exam. So IIT Gandhinagar, first you qualify your GATE score, and then they will shortlist some student. Then they will visit the campus for their written exam again, which consists of GATE type questions like 1 marks or 2 marks question, and there is a coding round, and then finally the interview. So my time it was the format. I don't know whether it's the same now or not. Uh, so yeah, IIT Gandhinagar was quite beautiful when I visited there. So that time itself, I wanted to be in IIT Gandhinagar. Once I joined as a student, it was really nice. Like all the professors were young, and then the way they teach and the atmosphere is quite casual as well. Like students are encouraged to bring their ideas, to have freedom. So whatever subject they want to study, they can design their own curriculum. So in that way, I really enjoy the freedom, diversity, and the learning atmosphere there.
Okay, yeah, that's nice. So, like, compared to say like BTech college or like the general BTech examination, how was the learning experience different in IIT?
Oh, yeah. So there was a huge shift. I did my BTech from a third year college. So it was Ambedkar Institute of Technology in Kanpur. So in that, it was a formal setting. Like we have fixed curriculum, fixed set of subjects. Every students in the class take same subjects, and then normal teaching with the class. We all batchmates sit together, follow the same curriculum, and then there will be. But in IIT Gandhinagar, like each student can choose which all subjects they want to study, and then they can go take that classes. And then also like for masters, so it's like you can choose there. So like we are in computer science, there are multiple field. Like people can pursue machine learning AI, people can pursue theoretical computer science like algorithm, then there would be operating system and architecture related, and then cyber security. So based on that you can decide, and based on that you can choose your subject, choose your professor, advisor. And then also the research atmosphere, which was not previously in my bachelor's, atmosphere was not there. So yeah, in that terms there is a lot of opportunity, and especially the students there are very helpful. Like even if you are stuck on something, people like to brainstorm, discuss their idea. So that was quite new to me first time.
Okay,
And also the online thing, like doing the course assignment. So the uh, uh, I don't know how do we follow, like our schedule was quite inclined with lot of top universities. So like how they follow the course web page and uploading assignment discussion. So yeah, that was quite different for me.
okay,
It was challenging as well in the start, but
yeah,
then I got used to it.
yeah, I can understand. I think since IIT Gandhinagar is new, I think most of the faculties will also be new and they will be coming from like the top universities from abroad. So they bring
Yes,
that culture to the IIT. And
yes,
also, like, I also remembered like my experience while doing masters. It was like, yeah, the exams or like how we prepare for the exams are very different from how we do in bachelors, because bachelors, I think you told a tier 3 college, but I think most of the engineering colleges, even if it's tier 2 or tier 3, I think it's more like an extension of schooling. The
yes,
exams and all are
exactly. And then the open book exam, I was never heard about that concept. So like for us, initially when I was in my bachelor, so for us, if you have the book, then it's a cheating, right? And then
yeah,
here you can bring your laptop, bring your books, notes, whatever, and then there would be an exam. So yeah,
yeah,
that was very new for me.
yeah. I think currently they might even have open like ChatGPT also available to the
Yes,
students.
yes, for sure.
But then also the answers won't be easy to get.
Yes, because the exam is entirely it's need creative thinking or like research mindset, not like the copy pasting or mapping same question and then answers. So yeah,
Yeah,
it
and
was a different.
it I think it was also not about getting the perfect answer. It was about how well you are doing compared to the fellow students, right? So
Yes, yes,
sometimes they might ask open questions, so that will be like no perfect answer. But yeah, so basically like usually I hear from like gate students, like they want to, they are giving gate to get into IITs, but what is the main advantage of like studying in IIT? That part,
yes,
it's I think most students are like not knowing that. I would say like it is all about the experience, right? Like after
yeah,
spending 1 year, I think, yeah, you can tell like I would say like the first year would be the most difficult and the most entertaining year, right?
yeah.
So
E-
yeah,
Exactly. I remember when I was preparing for the gate exam and finally I got my score in my hand, and like I was exploring different websites, like suggestion which college to choose, which field, like like machine learning AI or like theoretical computer science, and then which college was the one of the biggest decision for each student. So like lot of students were saying, since it's a good new IIT, you should not go there. What about the placement? You will not get the job. You should go to top NITs. I definitely sure that the NITs would also have the similar atmosphere, but I have not been to NIT, so I can't say about that. But the thing is, choosing an IIT was one of the best decision I had, because it's not about getting the IIT tag or getting into the IIT, but all of the IITs follow a same standard of, like, there is a benchmark that what quality of students they want, what kind of curriculum they want, and then there is an atmosphere. I think more or what all IITs follows that, and then the students comes here there will always have lot of different backgrounds across India. So that mindset was a shift for me, and which I really wanted to get into that atmosphere to understand how people think, how people uh, pursue a particular subject in their understanding about that, and that the collaborative atmosphere where everyone, each student is trying to help each other student, which was I've never seen in my bachelor as well. Like everyone is so competitive, and then the competitiveness is in IITs as well, but everyone wants to be up together, which is very useful for each student. So even though, like, the placement was not a concern for me, but I got good placement as well after I graduated from IIT.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that is correct. I remember, like, one difference is in bachelor's. I think all the assignments the teachers expect the students to do individually, right? But
Yes.
in IITs, the faculties also encourage discussion among the students because that is
Yes.
how they learn. I remember we had a compiler project where, like, none of the students know how to do, but
Yes.
then, like, we started like discussing, and each one gave like their own ideas, and eventually everyone completed it. So those
Yeah.
kind of, it's like a teamwork, those kind of learning experience. So yeah, it's a completely new experience from what normally happens in engineering colleges, right? So I think these things are way more valuable than, say, the IIT tag, right?
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, so you told you got a placement. So next question is like, then, like, what motivated you to do PhD?
Oh, okay. So like when I was in IIT, that time also I wanted to do PhD, but the atmosphere, it was very tough for me initially. The first few semester were really hard. I can't say like it was very easy path for me. I have to put more effort than other students because lot of subject I was not really good at. So uh, but I was little scared, spectacle about, like, after just graduating, should I pursue PhD or not? So I want to secure myself by while getting a job, to be into the job market, to experience how these projects will work in reality, and do uh, the real implementations of the projects, like whatever coursework I have studied, like machine learning and AI. So from there itself, I understood that I want to be a data scientist, or like work into a field of machine learning and AI. So I got placed, and then I got the job in Mumbai. It's a finance and IT company. So I worked there for 2 years, and it was nice because once you have learned a lot of things, it's very good to apply in real world and then get uh, you know money out of it, those projects, and then actually people care about industry for those projects or not. So that was my idea, to get 2-3 years of experience first and then move back to academia. So actually US was not into my plan, but then I always wanted to do one study from abroad. again, that is again to get the exposure which I wanted from the IIT, as well as to get into the university abroad as well. So like my few friends like was constantly saying that there are openings and they were doing PhDs abroad. So then I thought, why not? I should also give it a try. And uh, the best thing is like if people are preparing for GATE and they get into an IIT, it is very easy for them to get uh, like to get admission in US universities or Europe universities, because here there is a lot of research opportunities and lot of professors seek students who are ready to work as a GRA or GTA, which is like a graduate research assistant or graduate teaching assistant. So you can fund your studies while you are studying as well. So then I got this opportunity and I started applying, and I always wanted to do PhD to get research background, because when I was working for 3 years as a professional as well, so I wanted to apply for big company like FANG or like big tech companies as a research associate or data scientist. So they required a PhD student. So the minimum qualification was PhD. So I thought I should, upskill myself and get the PhD as well. And but the main idea about motivation for me to pursue PhD was to get the core fundamentals correct, which I worked somehow in master as well, but to get more in detail and get expertise in a particular domain. So when I will be in industry, like I would be known for, okay, she is good in this, she is good in that. So it's more to build a skill set or knowledge. And PhD gives you the time as well to really understand what you really want to do, whether you are liking that particular subject or not. Yeah, so
Oh,
that was my motivation to first get the exposure, as well as to get work with different people across the world. Yeah.
okay. Yeah, so I have a hypothetical question. So you told you had worked for 2 years after masters. So imagine
Yeah,
you had got
almost
this
3 years.
three.
Yeah.
Okay. So imagine you had got the same job, but you had not done your MTech from IIT Gandhinagar. I mean, straight out of bachelor's. If you had got the same job, uh, what would have been your like basically like experience or like your contribution to the work? Do you think like MTech made a difference in your work?
Yes, really. It made a difference. So like after a bachelor's, the kind of work you will be get, you either you can code or you can build an existing application, or you can simply provide a support, but you are not self brainstorming on the idea that what application should look like, what different aspect you can. So this research or innovative thinking, they won't give you to a BTech student. Maybe after BTech you might have a certain year of experience, like let's say 5 6 years, then they will give you that job. But I don't think so, just graduated BTech or 2 3 years. And also uh, for initial year, if you are BTech graduate, you can't say I don't want to do this project, or I don't want to do this that project. That much power you won't have. But let's say you did masters or you have that qualification, then you can say that I have the expertise in this field, so I would prefer this project over this project. So that advantage you will get. And also the scope of BTech is limited. When I did my master's, I got exposed to different other subdomains as well, some different problems as well. So I have better knowledge about all of those things, which I might have or might not have done when I was in BTech out of curiosity. I don't know how much people explore themselves and how much time they get after a job. But when doing masters, you have enough time to do all of those things. So even I did my masters also, the more research work they were not allowed us to do that. They still give those work to PhD students. So that's where I decided, if I want to do research work, and the master student would not be given those opportunities. So it's better to do PhD. To some companies will give, some companies might not give. The big companies, I believe, they won't give you directly the research job. They always have specific people for different kinds of job position. So yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, that's correct. So basically, like after masters, we can get better jobs, and also like we will be more capable of doing better jobs. And same
Yes.
thing with PhD, like we will be like getting that experience of doing PhD. So PhD can also be considered like a project, right? So you are doing one project from end to end. So after that, like that
Yeah.
experience is what companies or like any institute values. So many people, I have seen like people saying like, okay, you should do PhD only if you are like, if you want to become like a professor or you want to stay in academia, and also like it's not valued much in industry. That's not correct. Many
Yeah.
companies, yeah, values
Yeah.
PhD because they need that experience, because once you have that experience you will be capable of doing like any project.
Yes, I think there is a big shift now versus previously. Previously, they might have not wrote in their job description that they want this much qualification or this much qualification. But since I am already in PhD, so I see they said that the minimum qualification is you have a PhD in then so and so degree. So definitely there would be a lot of opportunity. Like without with masters also you still get calls from big companies, but I don't know what kind of work you will be doing. And for me also, people think that if I started doing PhD, that I wanted to go into academia. I still don't think so. I wanted to go to academia, but I wanted to work as a research scientist. And these big companies really have the minimum qualification to be have PhD. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. And also, like nowadays, some companies or like some positions, especially, they are putting PhD as a requirement. And yeah, there was some debate also. Like some senior people don't like that because they are saying like due to this requirement, many students are simply doing PhD even when they don't have interest in PhD.
Yes, that is also there. So that is the thing. For my personal experience, I would never advise people to go to do PhD because uh, they just want to get a check mark done, or because I don't think so. If you just have some different motivation and you go do PhD, you will survive
Yeah,
better. But
that's
once you have your inner motivation to do actually do a PhD, you will enjoy those work, because it's not just like a degree which get over in 2 years or 3 years. It takes time, but definitely the PhD in United States is more structured. We know which project we are going to work, and what is the research opportunity in there, and like it's more systematic in that way.
and I expect like it will also be more collaborative, right? Means
Yes,
you
it's
will.
very collaborative. Like lot of people who get funding, they already have a big project going on, which is like a very collaborative project, which is not even collaborative among the department, but across the department. So the project I am working on currently is like there is a lot of social scientists, there is a lot of engineering, then there are people from humanities, lot of different, or like from civil engineers, and like people from biological engineering, like different people are there across different projects, not like biological engineering in my project, but some different people might have collaboration between biological engineering versus computer science. So it's kind of nice to see things from different perspective, as well as our problems from their point of view as well.
Okay. So how do you like say like the what is the main difference between say like IIT Gandhinagar experience and the Kanha State University experience? Like what would you say
Can
like the
say
striking difference between the two?
uh, I think like academic wise, like uh, IIT Gandhinagar also have a very uh, good academic collaboration, everything, and then the atmosphere. I think it's more or what same in that terms. Like students were competitive there, and then the level of difficulty among the coursework and the course structure. So whatever we had in IIT, almost here also we have same in terms of coursework. Research, when I was doing research as a MTech in IIT Gandhinagar, it was mostly between my professor, me, and I was working on some problem. But I do have some collaboration between the uh, Gujarat State, the project I was working on, but it was not across the department. It was me working on that project or one of my lab mate working on that project. But here, research wise, it's quite different here. Here, the project I am working on, it's like a very big project, and then I am doing my part. So it's like more of an industry kind of setting where there are a lot of people working on some project, and you give your input on that project,
Okay.
your part.
Yeah.
So research wise, it's quite different. And I think, of course, IITs are also really doing well in that term these days. But yeah, coursework wise, and then the level of teaching, everything, that is quite similar, IIT versus here. Maybe like in different universities across the state, it would be different. But here also, I have seen like lot of students follows NPTEL video lectures, and like they do watch IT professors uh, like coursework videos. So it was very like I was impressed. I was like, oh, really? You know, people from IT, and then these people also like they'll be like, oh, you are from IIT. You are very intelligent. Then so everyone knows here people from IIT, people from. So there is a quite a rapport about that part.
Yeah, that's nice. And yeah, what you told is true about the research. Like, I think in India and also in Europe, research or like especially the PhD, it is more about a student and the advisor mostly. Like 90% of
Yes.
the work will be just two of them. But in
Yes.
US, since most of the PhD positions are project funded, and almost all the projects are compulsorily collaborative, there will
Yes.
be a lot of collaboration, and they will have stricter deadlines also, right, for deliverables of the project deliverables. So it
Yes.
in a way helps the like PhD student also in terms of output. So you can say like there is a bit of industry component for a PhD in the States.
Yes.
In Europe and in India, it is more about fully research.
Fully research. Yes.
Yeah, so yeah, I would say like both have its advantage and disadvantage. But the
Disadvantage.
best thing about US is that after finishing PhD, you will have a lot of outputs to show.
Yeah, yeah, I think exposure is the different thing, but again, it depends on what is your goal.
Yeah,
So
that's
IITs also are doing really well, and then here also the opportunities are endless. It depends on the student and like, but it's just a different setting, I believe. Yeah.
okay. So like when you moved to the states, like did was everything as you expected, or there were a lot of surprises for you?
Yes. Yeah, there were a lot of surprises. I was in Midwest, so things are different here versus people going to New York, California, or different other universities. So things are different. Here it is like Midwest. So a lot of uh, Americans are here, and like yeah, Indians are also here in across different department, but I don't think so a lot of people from computer science are here. But different in terms of course, definitely the culture shock, like when you come here, y- India versus here, entirely things are different. Even professors are very open, they communicate everything very effectively, and then you can it's not like there is no barrier in terms of what you want to say, what you want not want to say. You can say whatever you want to say, and you can say, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, and then people will listen to you. That is very different shift which so there is no like you don't have to scared anymore. You can just say whatever the thing is. And then yeah, of course, the uh, college life education system is also a little bit different here. And then the PhD is also like we don't have set of batchmates or this. We It's a more of a lab culture. You belong to a particular lab, and then you mostly hang out with themselves among them. And coursework wise, it's quite similar. You go attend your classes. Uh, yeah, jobs and placement. So, like in India, you graduate after before your graduation, there would be a placement session. Companies will come and then you can get the job. Here it's not. You have to do everything on your own. You figure out which companies you want to apply the job. There are some career fairs. I am still finding out how to take best advantage of that, but you have to navigate all of those things. It's not
Okay.
like, yeah, I don't know. That was my experience till now. How about you? Like, there
Yeah,
is
I think
some differences there.
Yeah, I think what you told is true. Like in most of the US universities, it's not like a campus placement in, say, like IITs. In IITs, they say like day one, day zero, day two. Each day,
Yeah,
so many companies comes and like basically 100% placement is achieved.
yeah,
But in
exactly.
Yeah, but in US, it's more like, yeah, there are some career fairs where some companies will come and, yeah, but each student has a lot of opportunity, right? They all apply to different. So eventually, the result is almost the same. Like everyone will be placed in
Yeah,
good places, but each student have to like take more initiative.
yeah,
So
exactly. That's what I also feel here. People here are not worried about all of those things. Maybe, of course, first the US has a lot of job opportunities, and there is an opportunity for every other student. But I feel that the people are very much passionate about their field of their subjects, their degree. They will be like, there is some motivation why they want to do particular engineering and want to do politics, want to do study arts. So they have some motivation, and then like they want to pursue farming, biological and agriculture engineering. So they have some background and they are not worried about that whether there will be a job in that sector or not. They know that that they will figure out it later. But right now they are focused on their study, how they want to navigate, what better, how better they can do. So that is like quite a shift. I was like, oh, nice.
yeah, that's true. Like in India, everyone wants to do computer science, right?
Yeah, this is not here. Like everyone is like, oh, I want to be a mechanical engineer and I will become mechanical engineer. It's not like jobs are there in computer science and IIT, so I wanted to do computer science and IIT. So that is like, okay, yeah, that is nice. So I feel
Yeah,
you should have a passion for your subject or passion for what you want to pursue, and then you somehow figure out how do you want to pursue that subject.
yeah, actually, like I am living in the UK, and here also it is the same. Like any university you go, it's like students choose the subject based on their interest. So they don't
Yes,
even like engineering is same as anything else. In India, I think even during my time, 20 years back, everyone wanted to become either engineer or doctor.
yes,
But here,
exactly.
like, yeah, some people like go for like cooking. They just follow their passion. But if you
Yes,
say like uh, the main difference of this from like India is, I would say like the society mentality and also the payment. In
yes,
India, there is a like almost like 10 or more times salary difference between different jobs. But
yes,
in Western countries, the difference is there. Obviously, some jobs are less lower paid, but uh, almost all the jobs have like the minimum wage, and so the like those who like the job can live happily with that. So in
yes,
India, that is unfortunately not true. So you actually have to maybe like choose the jobs which may not be your interest, because otherwise your life will be harder.
yes,
So yeah,
exactly.
but hopefully like uh, in the
Yes,
future, economy will change, and India will also become like Western, where every job will have good pay.
equal. Yeah,
Yeah, not it may not be equal, but at least
yeah,
like
somewhat.
like comparable pay. So I remember like in one of the places where I worked, the person who was cleaning the floor, she was like coming in a Ferrari.
Yeah, exactly. Of course,
Yeah,
that
in
is.
India, no one can imagine that. So
Yeah.
yeah. So okay. So now, like, yeah, what is your plan after your PhD? Like going
Uh,
back to India or staying back in US?
yeah, actually, I haven't thought much about these things, but for me, it's like I always wanted to work into this particular field, particular subject. So, like right now, my immediate goal is to work as a research scientist in like good organization, and then do the similar work which I am doing in my PhD or somewhat related. So it does not matter whether I get the job here in United States or if I get back the job in India. So because I believe in India there is a lot of opportunities in working as a software engineering, data scientist, data analyst, as well as like big data engineering. In all of those, the job market is quite well in India as well. So
Okay.
even my friends who all are working there, they are also earning good packages. So in that scenario, the opportunities are here as well, there as well. So, but I think I would work 2 3 years here, and then definitely my preference is to close with to stay close to my family. But I don't know how
Okay,
does
yeah,
it go.
that's true. Many students tell me the same thing, especially the girls that they cannot like move abroad for even for studies because the family are not happy with that. So when you were like going to the United States, how supportive was your family?
My family, actually, my family got shocked. They were like, "Oh," so I was like, I remember it was October where I switched my job, and I got a job in Gurgaon. So I am from Noida, and then I got a job in Gurgaon. So my family was like, "Okay." Previously, I was working in Mumbai, and they were like, "Okay, she got a job in Gurgaon, so we can stay here for a long time." And then I suddenly got this opportunity. So before that, I would say it's not that tough to get PhD here in abroad. It just you have to give the TOEFL exam or the GRE exam, which comparatively GATE is very easy. Like you need 10 days maximum a month of preparation for that, and then you just go give the exam, or with one of the test, one or two test series you can give, and then you can directly give those exams. So that time I was thinking, oh, it's lot of money to give like 20,000 or 30,000 exam that time, and I never took it. But when I took it, it was like easy. 10 days of preparation, I passed that exam. So then I told my parents that I got this interview, and then that professor is interested in taking me, offering me the PhD. And they were like, oh, so suddenly you wanted to go to United States. So initially they were like, oh, how are you going to live there? It's very far, this, that. But then at the end, my father is always very supportive. He was like, okay, first you should have a good career, uh, like achieve your dreams, and like especially if you are not married or if you are a girl, when you are not married, you can take your decision by yourself, and somehow you can convince your parents. But then later if you get married, then it's very hard to convince everyone else. So my father was like, yeah, it's a good opportunity, and if you think you can do it, and so we are there to support you. It was like I am, I think, first in my family who studied masters and then went to abroad as well. So they were quite like, okay, she got it, she can do it. So I think, yeah, once you get opportunity, then I think your parents will support you. Like there is no point of convincing them, I want to do this, help me this, that. They might not straight away do this, but if you have the opportunity in your hand and then you say, okay, I got this opportunity, I'm not taking any of your money, because they'll give you money as well. So,
Okay,
and
yeah.
I'm earning as well. So I don't think so they will have the problem. If you get PhD from abroad, you get enough salaries that you can survive as well as support your family. So I don't think so there would be any challenges after that.
Okay. So basically, like
Yeah.
they were not expecting it, but once they knew it, they supported, right?
Yeah, they supported. Yeah, I think a lot of shift happened when I took admission in IIT Gandhinagar. Like I was telling them, this is what happened. This is what students do there. Like a lot of people are going to abroad to study, so they know that she is in that atmosphere where her colleagues or her peers are doing this thing. So they also get motivated, and then they know like if she is in that atmosphere, then she might one day also get this opportunity. So I think
Yeah.
that change is what you want your family also to get exposed and expose and get them comfortable about it. So
Yeah.
I also think like girls should start thinking about all of those things, and first step is to think and start pursuing them, and eventually it will happen.
Okay, yeah, that is true. Like even I went for PhD straight after my master's. So yeah, but the best thing about my PhD was that I went to France doing the PhD. So the life in France was like okay. I was not expecting much. It was like I was going to a new country. I was like, let's see what happens. I did not
Yeah.
even like explore much about France. Just went there, but everything after that was like a living in a new world. So a lot
Yes,
of new
exactly.
experience, and
Yeah,
so
I was like, some lot of time we waste, lot of times we waste so much time on thinking, oh, this is what my expectation. It should be like this. But I think if you go with the flow, and if you think that this opportunity has came to me, I should at least take this opportunity and start pursuing them. Then I think lot of good thing will eventually happen. Like you got the France, and of course, France was fancy for everyone, but still, you,
yeah, like basically like anyone can like tour to any country, but touring and living there is entirely different. So I
yes,
still like really value the 4 years I spent in France. Obviously, like I did not stay back in France because obviously like I still don't know French, so I find it hard
yeah,
to live there. But even without knowing French, the experience is like it was really nice. So
yeah,
and our expectation of the people there, like obviously, like the only thing I knew about France was the French Revolution, and
I know.
it
And
was
then
like
of course the
very bad.
Eiffel Tower, Paris.
Yeah, but if you go to France, you would see like everyone is so friendly, like everyone, like even to strangers, they always smile at you. So it was like
Yes,
even in India, if you go to a new place, hardly anyone smiles at you.
yeah,
But in France, even like we are from different country, everyone was like welcoming you. So that was like very surprising, and obviously like there are many good things in each country, right? Like in
yeah,
France,
exactly.
the best thing is about the deserts. Everyone likes the French
Yeah.
desert, and in maybe like you can say like what was the best thing in the United States?
Oh yeah, here also like there is a culture like when you see each other, you say, "Hey, hi, what's up? Hey, what are you doing?" But later on, I understand that you don't have to reply to that question. It's not like actually asking what's up. It's just to say, "Okay, I see you, and I want to say hi to you." So that I slowly understood. So now also, or like let's say we are going on a random track or like on random place, and then everyone will be like, "Hey, hi, what's up?" So initially I was like, did that person know me? Did I met him before? But then I was like, okay, this is the culture here. So I also start doing the things.
Okay,
So
yeah.
it was nice initially. But yeah, I think there are small things like people smile each other, people try to listen to each other, and then people are very mindful about what they are saying, and then to other people also, like they respect people's privacy, their point of view, so they are not like saying bluntly anything to anyone. So
Oh,
it's very important here, like how do you communicate with people. So they are very mindful, so that I have learned now. Yeah. But
And
yeah, they also are very found about Indian food, Indian culture. I was like very happy about that. So of course we have lot of good food, and then whenever we talk about, oh, you are from India, oh, there is a lot of good food in India, and lot of festivals. So which I really enjoy, and we do celebrate all of those festivals and like make food for them. So that is really nice.
okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, in the United States, did you find any new food which you really liked?
Food. Yeah, like the conference, when we go to conferences, there would be different kinds of dinners at the end. So, yeah, it is mixed, but I don't think so. There is, yeah, they do have a lot of desserts, but again, I think
Okay,
India food
so
is the best.
I would say like you should visit Europe for that because
Oh,
even
yes,
like
I remember. I like the Chicago style pizza, which is like
okay,
really good. I recently had it. It was nice. Yeah.
oh, if I remember like the yeah, you get lot of good pizzas and burgers in the United
Yes,
States,
burgers.
and
Yes.
especially the Domino's. Domino's is everywhere, India, Europe, US, but the pizzas are different. So the
Yes.
pizza which we get in US is very
In
different from what we get in Europe, and I like the one in US because they put
okay.
it's not healthy, but they put lot of cheese and it tastes
Cheese.
really good.
Yeah.
We don't get
I-
that same thing here, but other than that, like the like dessert, sweets, and all, it's better in the Europe.
Oh, okay.
So you get
Yeah.
if you come to like London and all, the chocolate varieties you get here is like much better.
Yeah, I think United States has best of everything. So like
Yeah,
they have good restaurant from different countries, and they have different countries dishes. They have it here, and like the best chef here. So
and you
definitely you can. It's not their original, but you will find those food here as well.
yeah, it's and lot of Indian people also there, right? Like
Yeah.
I think every place you will have an Indian restaurant and Indian store, right?
Yes, exactly. I was shocked to see that like lot of big cities when I go, and then I see more Indians, and I was like, is it I'm still in India? So I remember last summer I visited to visit Niagara Falls, and there are lot of Indians. So I was like, is it an India trip?
So
I
that
am viewing from the side of India. It's like lot of Indians were there. So I was like, okay, this is how somehow I'm like in the same space again. Yeah,
so that is true for actually almost any tourist place you go. There will be a lot of Indian people. Even if
lot
you
of
go to
Indians.
like Switzerland, majority of the people are Indians only.
Yeah, that's nice. To then it does not feel that much we are on that much strange land. You will see. Yeah, here also we have lot of Indian peoples. Like we do celebrate lot of Indian festivals together, and like we hang out among each other selves. So it does not feel like we are completely in a different land.
Yeah.
So we need those support, and it's always good to meet people from your country. So
Okay.
yeah.
And in the university, like, are there a lot of Indian students?
um in PhDs, definitely there are a lot of Indian students. Like
Okay.
I think, yeah, that is also one important factor. I have got that lot of Indians do PhD. Like
Okay.
here also in different universities I've seen in PhD position there are significant number of Indian, Chinese, and then yeah, lot of people are in higher education. So I think, yeah, bachelors there are less
Okay.
Indians. Masters also, it's quite balanced, but yeah, in PhDs on position like Indians are there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that is true in most of the universities. Even I was at Ohio State University. There also, it was a majority of the students were either from India or China. So it was like, it's very hard to find a US student.
Yeah. exactly. We do have few like 2, 3 students, but yeah, majority are Indians.
And I think this is one factor which is affecting the ranking of IITs, right? The US universities have a lot of diversity, and that helps them in their university ranking. Unfortunately, in India, all the seats are taken by Indian students, so there
Oh
are like
yeah,
very less diversity there. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Maybe I think eventually, once our student exchange program would be good, like in IITs also, so there would be lot of foreigners who would also be start coming
I
to
think
get.
there are nowadays
Yeah.
some like some students are coming from abroad, and you already told, right? IITs have this tag value, so that is known in, I think, everywhere in the world.
Yeah,
So yeah,
like in across discipline, I think in when I was doing my masters in IIT in humanities or like in other field, there were people from different countries, like
and
from
that is
Europe.
and that diversity also helps the students, right? Because when you study with like students from different backgrounds, you also learn their culture. So you won't
Yes,
be like I told, when I went to France, I had no idea about France. But if I had seen European students in my college, it would not
yeah,
have been that different. So
that difficult. Yeah,
yeah. Okay, so you have been in the States for 3 years now, right? Oh,
uh, almost 2.5 year. Yes.
okay, so you travel to India every year?
Uh, like December. First time I visited after completing 1.5 year, and
Okay,
now I think I would be going in January.
okay.
January,
So,
yeah.
and how is the weather now?
Weather here, it's quite cold, like 0 degree,
Oh,
uh,
okay.
0, 1, 2. So now I think after this week it will start snowing.
Oh, okay. So, was it difficult for you, or like it was just okay coming from India?
So I think I am from Delhi, so
Oh, okay.
there is quite cold there. And then the thing is, here in rooms there would be always heaters, and then the department also. So it's just the outside. But we lived in the atmosphere in Delhi, like your home is also freezing. Like when it get cold, not like freezing, but you feel the cold. But here,
Okay.
when you are, as long as you're inside, there is no difference. So I think
Oh,
snow get little bit hard, but I think I like cold weathers. So for me, it's
okay.
good. I hate summer, and of course, summer is also very extreme here
Oh,
for 2, 3 months.
okay. What temperature it reaches in the summer?
I think it went to 48,
Oh,
47
okay.
degrees Celsius in summer. Yeah.
Okay, so you also have like air conditioner and all.
Yeah, yeah, that is there for 2, 3 months. Yeah, so that all is there. But yeah, cold it gets very cold. It's like for a long time. From August started, it goes till March and April.
Okay, okay. So here, in most parts of Europe, usually there is no air conditioner because even in the summer it will be like maximum 30 degrees.
Oh, okay. They do have like one in the hall, not individual rooms will have, but one in the hall they provided. I think because it's a resident unit, but I don't know about other. But I think 3, 4 months summer is also there. So
Okay,
yeah.
okay then. So yeah, so I think your experience and our talk today would motivate more students to do like first of all masters, then PhD. And do you like we have 2 months for GATE exam. So do you have any message for GATE 2025 aspirants?
Yeah, I would say like it's good to cover all the subjects and the syllabus, but I would say the last 2 months are really important. And then instead of focusing on like covering all the subjects, covering all the syllabus, we should strategize where are we, and like how far, what like what marks we are aiming for, what are our strong subjects, where we are lacking. So planning, I believe, planning is very important while giving the gate examination. Even lot of students who have lot of potential or are really good at subject, they get not perform that much good during the exam. So I would say plan the subjects which are your strong point, gives the test series like mock test multiple times, and then after giving the test also analyze like if this is my strong subjects and if I attended this question, was I am able to do correctly the subjects which I am strong at, and then review those concepts back and then try to reattempt those problems. That really helped me, or I think so that usually helpful for all of the students. And then don't lose hope, stay motivated, even if like one mock exam goes bad, two mock exam goes bad, you just keep on doing. At the end, how do you perform at the exam? That's what matters. And even though after the exams also keep preparing, because there are a lot of other exam which not really need the gate score, like that ISRO exam, I believe. And then some of the IITs also have uh, uh, exam after the gate score, like they have some interviews this. So that also need preparation. So it does not like think like you are going to study till February first week or test, and then you just leave your books and this that. Don't do these things, because uh, gate is not like this is the exam, I did it, and then just the checklist and then leave the subject. No, keep on building your concepts, keep on revisiting them and making your concepts more stronger, because if not one exam, you'll get the other exam, and then maybe sometime you get lucky, you might have got the last cutoff, but you can perform good at the written exam or interviews. So keep applying, or like keep the same study plan, keep on going, do what you can do good at each day, and then is preparing each day counts. Like I think, yeah, one day at a time is very important. Even I remember I my gate exam was not as per my expectation, but then I still didn't lose hope. I prepare again for the ISRO exam, and then I was constantly checking out 1 or 2 hours on the gate overflow, and then other things. So it is important to uh, like block your time on multiple things, not just like one thing you are doing, you whole day you are doing that thing, so it might not be that productive. So spend your time wisely, and then plan like on which days you want to give mock interview, then revisit those questions, and then prepare again and keep on doing that till you get what you really wanted. Don't get disheartened. There is definitely one or another college for you. And again, uh, it really matters like what is your mindset and motivation to pursue those subjects and like to pursue the higher education. So it definitely help you to upskill yourself and get better jobs at the end. So I believe if I could be any help to anyone, they can reach out to me on LinkedIn, or maybe on Instagram. I'm not much active on Facebook. I see people's message, I would reply, but then if not, then LinkedIn I'm definitely active. But I would say uh, solve as many questions, but really understand what these questions are asking. Really solving 10 like 100 problems, and you don't know what this 100 problem is about, but let's say you solve 50 problems, but your 50 concepts are well covered in that. So that really helped me. Or like definitely apply for all colleges. When even the counseling is happening, don't think that I will not get this college, I will not qualify those things. Don't undersell yourself. That's what I think lot of students do. They think that okay, I think I will not qualify the cutoff, I will not get it. But definitely at the end of the counseling, lot of students who think they will not get anything, they'll get, they, I have seen people getting good colleges at the end also. So that is really important. Maybe you get at the end, and then you already left your preparation, so you will definitely going to screw the interview round or the coding round. So don't lose hope at the end, till the end. I think so that is like was very important for me. That was a mistake I did in the first year, and that second year I continued myself as long as I wanted till I got my IT. So
Oh,
yeah, I definitely keep messaging Arjun sir. He is like can help you anytime to get motivated, to get you into that line, uh, to pursue
okay.
your gate exam or anything.
Yeah, that's very useful. And yeah, I agree. Like GATE is not an exam which tests your memory skill, right? So, like say like a university exam. So you don't have to like put a lot of things in your memory. The GATE preparation is also about improving yourself. So like
Yes.
you don't have to worry about like forgetting things for the GATE exam. Actually, like when I gave my GATE exam, I did not prepare for it. I wanted to prepare, but obviously like there were placements at the college, so I was more focusing on that. And after I got placed, it was like, okay, I have the job, so why prepare for gate? Still I went to the gate exam, and I wrote the gate exam like a technical round in a company placement.
Yes.
And many questions are like very similar, because all the questions, whether it is placement or gate, they are all coming from the BTech subjects, right?
Yes.
So, and anyway, like in gate, they are every year they ask almost new questions. So there is not much advantage of for those who like study all the previous year questions. But the previous year questions helps in identifying like what type of question comes.
Yes.
So yeah, but there is no absolutely no use in like memorizing the answers for
Yes.
gate.
I think
So
concept is really important, like building concept map, or also like your subject should be strong. Everyone knows like which subjects they like, which subjects they
yeah,
don't like. And of course, definitely there will be some subjects which you are really good at, and there would be some subject you are not really good at. So it's very important to make best use of those subjects which you really like, and then devote your time where you are lagging. So I think that is really helpful. And then mugging up question would never help in exams like this, like gate, because every other year there is someone else who is preparing those exams. But if your concepts are strong, you would use those knowledge in your let's say you want to go to masters also, then that those subjects would be still be relevant, because I think first semester of your masters would be core, I think three courses were there which is equivalent to six subjects in the gate examination, like three subjects clubbed together, and there was algorithm entirely, which consists of data structures, programming, and then algorithm. And then there was one more subject which is computer architecture, operating system, and then there was one more subject. So these six subjects were combined together, and then you again have to study in very depth. So I think if you prepare those subjects really well, which is the foundation of computer science, so then definitely you will do well in some other exams as well.
yeah,
So
that's correct. And like you told, even after the gate, that is not the end. That is the start, right? Gate is like a
yeah.
gate opening your life.
Exactly. You really got it. It's like an opening for you, a different universe, lot of opportunities. I think lot of opportunities will start once you really good at all of those subjects. And like there are a lot of good companies also which test your knowledge. I think I remember there is a company like Informatica and
Yeah,
other companies like that. So if your preparation is good, you are really opening yourself for a lot of different opportunities. So it is not about just getting into IIT or getting the best college, but it's about upskilling yourself and then finding the best opportunities. You might not get right away, but just if we spend more time on building ourselves or getting this knowledge and skill set, so I think definitely one or other opportunity will get open. So I think straight after the gate exam there would be an ISRO exam, right?
So ISRO exam happens once in not every year, right? Some
Yeah.
years or like almost once in 2 years only.
Once in
So
2 years, yeah.
currently, I don't think there has been a notification yet. So there
Okay.
won't be an exam in the probably not in the next 6 months at least.
Okay, yeah. So some, like, I think every other year it's happened. The time I
Usually,
graduated,
yeah.
yeah, the
Usually it
time
is
I
every 2 years. Yeah.
every 2 years, yes. And then there would be some other PSUs also that also
Yeah,
have
like
the gate.
BARC, DRDO, and
Yes,
then Triple IT Hyderabad exam is also there. So
yeah.
I would say Triple
Triple
IT
IT
Hyderabad.
Hyderabad, yes, it's one of yeah. Triple IT Hyderabad is also a very top college, and I think it's one of the top college, I believe, in this computer science and research fit as well. I visited there for a month to do my summer school, and it was really nice atmosphere. So yeah, it's definitely a good idea to keep on exploring lot of different colleges and opportunities.
So I believe Triple IT Hyderabad follows kind of the same IIT standard, right? Even though it
Yes,
is a private college. So yeah.
yes. There are few professors which are very popular. Lot of people, they are really good ranking in compared to lot of professors at United States University as well. Like I think Dr. Jawahar is one of them. So yeah, I think it again, the opportunities, a lot of opportunities are there. So it's, if students will continue after, even after the gate exam, they will find some opportunities later. Or
Yeah,
yeah,
so basically, if you are preparing for GATE in the proper way, you will never regret, right? Even, e-
exactly.
yeah,
You'll never
even if
regret.
your rank may not be good, you will have plenty of other opportunities. But
You
if
will
you,
have plenty of other
yeah, but
opportunities.
if
Yes,
you just mug up for GATE, basically, yeah, if you are lucky, you can get a good rank. But otherwise, you have to do something else, right?
yes, exactly. That is really important. Like you should see how you view things is very important. What is your motivation to pursue those subjects? So even I think the people who are preparing with me the gate examination, they are at really good position right now. I think I came to IIT Gandhinagar. There were two more students which were preparing with me. They went to IIT Madras and Triple IC. Then there was one guy who placed in some PSU. Then there was another guy who got into ISRO, and even yeah. So eventually, maybe some people drop out for the next year, but they also got into some different colleges. So I think eventually, now and then, you'll get the opportunities, but you should not like, okay, I didn't got this year, waste of time, waste of money, and then I'm not going to prepare again. So that should not be there. So then you will definitely be motivated for a long period of time, then losing hope. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, so I think it was nice talking to you. Thanks for your time and thanks for helping the GATE aspirants. Do you have anything more to say?
I think I talked a lot because I was very excited that uh, Gate Overflow was something which is very close to my preparation, and I really wanted to help student in any way possible. Even if someone is doing already pursuing something and they want to come to United States, then I think I would definitely would love to help them. And even if some students, I had lot of notes, but I think I give it to some students, which but I would definitely upload some of the material which helped me during my preparation on Overflow website, so that if student wants to refer, they can refer, and if they need any of my help in any of those things, then I can help them navigate as well.
Okay. Yeah, thanks, Priyanka. So it was
Yeah.
nice talking to you. Like,
Yeah.
good luck with your PhD. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yes. How about you? How's your life going on right now?
Oh, okay. I Yeah, I just
Yeah,
stopped
stop
streaming.
streaming.